the first to know in Nsem-Pii TV.
Nano Jwade, ena Ghana mrashe bedwa abedwekua etoto eye nominees ahodo ano ya from Parliament committee. In fact, share say His Lordship Justice Paul Bafo-Boni ebeba be piemu ewo committee no animu na omo atoto na no ebisabisa no ensem kakra edefa a new position ya will occupy as the Chief Justice of this country, owing to the fact to say na former Chief Justice Ladyship Justice Getutuko no abenyi agesa tumi no edefri nsem. Now answer na vetting process na ebekoso dwada no na the minority caucus in Parliament led by Minority Leader the Honorable Afenyo that Edekrata akoma mrashe bedwa expressing their displeasure and notifying mrashe bedwa say according to Parliament and sh0cks vetting process and approval process of the Chief Justice nominee ain't to me nkoso because there are still pending legal issues surrounding His Lordship Justice Bafo-Boni. Yeah, ebi ewo ECOWAS court, ebi ewo Supreme Court, ebi ewo High Court. Yeah, omo ejidi said the outcome of these cases, however, some effect on who becomes the next Chief Justice of this country. Parliament Tinano Jwade Parliament share say the CG acting CG Embra na omo entuto nano. In fact, during the vetting process, the heckling from the NDC majority, Titu and majority leader, Mama Yarega, Afeobi etese Bernard Ahiafo, ya na ono ena chair committee no, obi de se Roxanne Nelson Dafiamapo. Enunti ema minority no, STG a walkout led by Minority Leader said ebi. Muntumi nkaye kasa bo amfa hye nsem because obi e de hodo ma wo so sino bi e wo ma hye bedwam ha ene oman hene kwabena asante bedwam dwumadie so ene the Honorable Afenyo ahwehwe nkomo eno na Afenyo ebe make interesting revelations with respect to nioma ekoso background ebi okwa na oman hene na kasa waye shop the Honorable Afenyo chirima threats ya a free the NDC majority yeah bimpo every judges Supreme Court judges in check eba wo so na nyasem ketwa e na wo chirim say onu ankasa di colleague the Honorable Jerry Shaibu Ahmed a Supreme Court judge etreteno on the vetting process of his Lordship Justice Bafo-Boni ayetretene bay na the Honorable Afenyo interview with your man
progress. Let's be
fair.
Is
there that acknowledgement now?
Be fair to me.
Will you appear?
I will not answer that question.
That
I will not answer.
Is on the verge of getting a new Chief Justice.
I know that there is a disputed nominee who himself was the lead architect of a conspiracy against his own colleague.
Very unfair comment.
Well, that's my opinion.
Very unfair comment.
First of all, how can you, being the one to empanel the court, swiftly empanel for the purpose of injunction, but fail to empanel to hear the substantive case? Omayin okoto de nebujo won yenjaisa. Dia omodia ye Chief Justice Tokonunu and ye Adena sebe edu se ube empanel ne weti asem no de court no empanel. By the way, Attorney General says so file defense or said that one file defense or twenya membre ni twemu ansafe or file motion for leave to file out of time or leave to file on per extension of time. Why did the God grant that? All the time now Attorney General and filing, are then a court issue hearing notice? Are then a court today issue hearing notice? Oh my, dear Obiobeka say, my Lord Bafo-Boni, dear a course no, Nsem-Pii no, and now on count na nipa no onim de ekoso. Look, mama mamia bro matete mami sa. Matete mami sa. Na wiase na ye wono. Se ebia wodi ye obi nde ende. Na se wodi e ufi se wenya no. Ebia na echina na akoye wo ana wo fase bi ana wo nua bi.
But if there was something untoward that we have the judicial service, we have a yet relevant.
Is she even getting fair hearing?
But
listen,
why are these people not? Her
they
colleagues,
don't want
why,
to.
Her colleagues. Why are they?
They
not
should
coming,
answer.
Why are they not coming out to speak to that effect?
Me say.
Is our Chief Justice now a member of the New Patriotic Party? Is she a member of the New Patriotic Party?
Even lawyers on our side, yeah, lawyers, yeah, MPP for lawyers are. Omoka asem we bi no. They get calls threatening, hey, mo de ukebia, ukezi ba court, renew. Just say time. Time. You don't know, eh? Me say a judge, a Supreme Court judge, told my colleague Jerry Ahmed Monday that you are a nemesis. You have no idea the threat.
Nsem Supreme Court judge can we are anyone can say man
me say nsem nyina na ye ka ho asem me say me say the threat. No, Ghana is getting into some new era of culture of silence. It's like wunim na okaka yeso mu. Me say the threat on me tell you. The threats, several of them. All the attacks, but me say Jerry Ahmed, the second deputy minority whip, was told by a Supreme Court judge that you are my nemesis on the corridor. Now, me say Jerry, to what dream? I hear media threats and Afenyo case back court. Some of our people have the woman is fear be especially some of our lawyers say, hey, wunim na ukakebia ukesi ba mo enimu a wan hwa na omo be judge.
I don't want to buy that. But I don't want to buy that. But judges are not there to pay people back.
Look, when I was vetting,
what's that supposed to mean?
When I was vetting the 7, you know the 7 that we vetted.
Yeah.
The 7 that we vetted.
Yeah.
Omo, off this program, I will show you text messages, okay? Me pesa me de chewo na wo hu dia ye kom enoma ye fem nyankopon adaroma ene ye nya akokudro bi mpo se ye kasa e wo parliament din oman din ho enintina as no pay dia woka about MPP unity no me no ye adwen say if as a party yentumi anka yen wan bom na ekroye amba yentemu a ebe ha ma hu se eyewo o wo de hu so wo de wadanfo ni NDC ni bi ana se judge bi ye wadanfo nti obebo ho ban ade ebetumi abo ho ban ne wo party na wo dom no wo interest and wo party.
So why is it that the legislature, politicians, and the judiciary more interfere so deep in our judiciary? Sir? Why? Why is it so?
No, I don't.
Why is it so?
I don't think
that separation of power seems not to be there.
It is NDC that is doing it.
It is the MPP who started it.
Started with what? Who? Give me example.
But how are you jumping into conclusion that?
But it is obvious. You come and you say you are.
It was not obvious.
But do you remember Georgina Wood? There are so many ways to kill a cat. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
NDC bar power 2009. They made attempt they made attempt say ombeyi Georgina Wood.
The former NDC chairman, the blessed member.
Thank you. The amuye ya ena your friend say judges magistrate association for sorry also. This is not the first time. Mr. Wood, this is not the first time. There is a new fear bia. Hey, Oman, Sesiano wo kasa kra na. Look, some of my colleagues in parliament. Ebia me show mo me say o adena. Ebia say wo be kasa wo we hu na bia wa send no message. or the atreo. And you biana a wasa akukudro no. The threats. Obi owa yes wa ye boni onye boni, but the fact that embarrassment na omudi ubekum no.
But you shouldn't, if that is the case. Anamotina siyama mama Ghana I suffer the consequences.
That is why we are all sacrificing now. Me say me de me kra nyina aba afariama o my Ghana. Any party na edimisiwa me say se me tu me car na me kɔ adwuma nyame na me nenenam. Me kɔ winiba me de odefo na ekɔ. Dia me ye bia no odefo Bible na mesre. Me ma obi emfa ehu enhye me mu. Eya na me bi say this for say Speaker Aban Bagbin or your minority leader. Okay, say time as speaker or your minority leader or to me de kufo kwa kwa shraj. Okay. Then yadi no obi an hwe. Speaker 8 parliament Akufo-Addo as president ye bibim na speaker nti ase a otumi ye press conference and responded to President Akufo-Addo anameboa. Did anything happen to speaker? So I don't understand why NDC for no there omo yes so intolerant okuja to ablakwa and the foreign minister oye owo opposition enfie nwotwe na MPP wa ban mu asembe na ablakwa nka wote se ya cheneda ana wote se obi atrete no wote se eyi aban state security official be atrete na ablakwa da is it but yenuanom no there and then omo criticism and then wo kasa point of order say omo din foforo no point of order Mr. Speaker point of order omo di omo tumi kasa wo be kasa pepe point of order omo sa asem ne wo omo pepe and so omo for kwan bi so speaker so omo point of order na ya frɛ omo na wo say ruling no and na mo en favor o ye de dem one aye wo no we yenim say ruling bia en favor yen wo kasa unya asem wo kasa now your language is being censored wo kasa is say wo ka kasa bia e yo bi de ayesa ye be stop you.
All right,
adan na say bansa into man ye betumi ye be dia ye betumi aye ye give it up said dia omu en give it up no sa na yeso en give it up. Now I want to take this opportunity to repeat one more time. MPP in Penifo, Muma yen sorry den ye baako. Ye grassroots for no ebre. Ye bubu omabem. Ye mo omakuma bubu. Omu they are looking up to us saying leaders no. Ye be twa na mo bi. No mo so etumi hold the base of the party. Into no Yimaya ma obi enfa ihu bi enhye yemu. Ye party no mpanifo omo chichire ne dia akukudro. JB Dankoko wu prison. JB Dankoko wu prison. Bafo akoto omo nyina di eyi omusika omo ahonde enuonyam ye chesi omo say ye chi omo yempinifo ni bebre ekode da prison se no mo dwin omo ho a nka omo nyesa they would have said hey me hwe me yene member me ye lawyer ma me nko me court me nko ye medwuma me sro omo a JH Mensa o lead parliament 96 akukudro a omo ye 61 JH Mensa akukudro a oni ne dom e lead parliament a nyamiada woma kufo enya to me 2000 Ghana enya the first change of government ye betra aban mu 8 years no sa akukudro ni bi na ye nyina sese ye nya na ye sum party no minim say party bia mu wasem obi bedi we sisisem obi ye bibi obi kra onye bibi ma obu bisa no wa ma ni nyina si NDC they are also going through their worst situations but because of omo party interest in Tino they are together. Adan na yen so yen be together. Na yen ya ade baaku. No, omu who say, hey, nkrofo united. Trust me. There are things that they will not do. Na say to me shema yen nia wun to me. or go through a system or go through. And want to me as chairman of regional, by the highest vote. Na say a man who go through SAS at it. That's a partner to me and sorry and tiny cheer. All because you feel say you want to me. I dear bet you no almost as be at their toes also. Now obi any will be defendo. One by one, no move to two. Inti anopay kasani na jina. Unity, 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 unity. And nothing more.
Osahene, medasi for this conversation. Onyame Adma, I'm sure say soon I'll have you back to talk about this new government on matters of the stability of the city, the fight against illegal mining, job opportunities, and the creation of wealth for the Ghanaian. But I wish you all the best. But today, for the interest of all of us, my insights as to some of the names and the people are more intimidating, frustrating, harassment. Of interest to me is some judges you say, it me a cancer any judge.
Oh, unfortunately, that is what is happening. The threats. Oh my, you see, Mammy Min and Nsem-Pii, Nsem-Pii, Eta na yezi, in yede obisio. Some of them they go direct, they send message. I want you should be careful the way you are treating us. Hey, you as a judge, it's your ruling now. You are able to even criticize state authority and something going wrong in society. But if an individual expresses an opinion, no. How do you say call a minority deputy whip that you are a nemesis because we express opinion? By the way, are you aware that my Lord Bafuboni, there's also a petition against him? Why hasn't the government taken action? Why hasn't the petition been referred to the Council of State? A petition was duly received at Jubilee House. The person signed, gave a date, gave her name, duly received several weeks ago. Why hasn't it been referred to the Council of State?
Minority
Why hasn't there been any action against him? But Tokonuze, Sebio, Wayinezi.
All right.
Because why a transfer? Because where to can transfer no and acting Chief Justice on your transfer.